Hey, what up, everybody? This is Pastor Jay North here with the OUC Attic, a teen's time in church. And this week's lesson is all about the Sabbath. Yes, the seventh day Sabbath, Saturday Sabbath, Friday night sunset to Saturday night sunset Sabbath. My man Kevin, he's going to share with us his impression of growing up learning about the Sabbath, his understanding of the Sabbath, and what it means to him today. So Kevin, take it away.
Growing up, I did not like the Sabbath. Right before sunset on Friday, my parents would remind me to shut off all my video games and stop watching my shows, and my sister and I did not like it. Now, we did enjoy going to church, but Sabbath afternoons were kind of boring. We would patiently wait till sunset on Saturday so that we can now go back to our regularly scheduled fun times. Maybe that's just my experience, but maybe some of you can relate. But this attitude towards the Sabbath actually changed for me when I went to college. I went to school to study theology to become a pastor, and so in my classes, my professors showed me some really cool things about the Sabbath, and they also taught me that the Sabbath is not just for you, but it also is something that will affect other people. One of the connections that helped me see the connection between Sabbath and justice is found in Isaiah chapter 56. And this is what it says: "Thus says the Lord, keep justice and do righteousness, for soon my salvation will come and my righteousness will be revealed. Blessed is the man or woman who does this, who keeps the Sabbath, not profaning it, and keeps his or her hand from doing any evil." So you see there's a connection between the Sabbath and doing justice. But what does this connection mean, and how did we get it in the first place? In the Sabbath commandment found in Deuteronomy chapter 5, God invites the children of Israel to keep the Sabbath. Why? Because they were freed from Egypt. Because they knew what it meant to be enslaved, because they knew what it meant to, feel stuck and feel oppressed, God then commanded the Israelites to keep the Sabbath, not just to give themselves rest, but to also provide this rest for those in their community who were also feeling enslaved, people in their community who are poor and marginalized and disadvantaged. The Sabbath commandment was so important, and what God asked them to do was so special that it was one of those things that separated the Israelite community from everybody else. My friend, God gave us the Sabbath not just for our rest, but also for the rest of other people. To honor the Sabbath is to also, as much as possible, to act in ways that will provide rest for other people, especially if they're not Adventist. Now, this helped me appreciate the Sabbath so much more. Then I realized that my parents tried their best to teach us how to rest. And if we didn't know how to rest, we couldn't provide rest for other people. So my friends, this Christmas season, as we sing this song, "Joy to the World," we sing that song. I want you to think about Sabbath when you sing that song. And I hope you remember that Jesus came to this world to give us ultimate joy and also ultimate rest, which is somewhat realized every week when we keep the Sabbath, when we honor the Sabbath. But I believe will be fully realized when we get to spend Sabbath with our loved ones and Jesus throughout all eternity.
Man, that was one of the best explanations of the Sabbath I've heard. And I can relate to Kevin growing up, not enjoying the Sabbath, and as I got older, gaining a much greater appreciation for it. One of the things I love what he touched on is the Sabbath and justice, how we as Adventists should be relieving the oppression of others so others can rest, so others can have a Sabbath as well. This is one of the main focal points of the Sabbath, as Israel was taxed beyond belief, and then God gave them rest, and it culminates each and every week as we celebrate our rest in Jesus. So listen, man, appreciate you joining in, tuning in, and like and subscribe. All right, I'm Pastor J North. Peace.